Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-firing up the grill and diving into one of my all-time favorite dishes, the perfect seasoned lamb kebab. Forget those dry, flavorless skewers you might have had in the past. We're going to create something truly special, juicy, tender, and packed with an incredible blend of spices that will transport your taste buds straight to a bustling street market. This recipe is a game changer, and I'm going to walk you through every single step, from picking the right cut of lamb to mastering the marinade and getting that perfect char on the grill. By the end of this video, you'll be a kebab making pro, ready to impress your friends and family at your next barbecue. So, grab your apron and let's get cooking. First things first, let's talk about the star of the show, the lamb. The fat is crucial because as it renders on the grill, it bastes the meat, keeping it incredibly moist and flavorful. My top recommendation is boneless lamb shoulder. It has beautiful marbling and a rich, robust flavor that stands up well to a powerful marinade. Another excellent option is leg of lamb. It's a bit leaner than the shoulder, but still wonderfully tender. What you want to avoid are super lean cuts, like loin chops, as they can dry out quickly over high heat. For today's recipe, I've got a beautiful 2-pound piece of boneless lamb shoulder. We're going to trim off any excessive hard fat caps, but leave the nice intramuscular fat. The key here is uniformity. We want to cut the lamb into cubes that are roughly the same size, about 1 to 1.5 inches. Why is this so important? It ensures that every single piece cooks evenly. If you have some tiny pieces and some giant chunks on the same skewer, the small ones will turn into charcoal before the big ones are even cooked through. So, take your time with this step. It's a little bit of effort that pays off big time in the final result. We want every bite to be melt in your mouth tender. Once all your lamb is cubed up, place it in a large, non-reactive bowl glass, or stainless steel works perfectly. Now, we're ready for the magic, the marinade. This marinade is where we build the layers of flavor. It's a Mediterranean-inspired blend that complements the rich taste of the lamb without overpowering it. In our bowl, we're going to start with the wet ingredients. First, about a half cup of good quality olive oil. This not only adds flavor, but also helps conduct heat and prevents the kebabs from sticking to the grill. Next, the juice of 1 large lemon. The acidity is vital. It tenderizes the meat and adds a bright, fresh note that cuts through the richness of the lamb. Then, we'll add about 3 tablespoons of plain yogurt. This is a secret weapon in many kebab recipes. The lactic acid in the yogurt is a fantastic tenderizer, much gentler than citrus juice alone, and it helps create a beautiful crust when grilled. Now, for our aromatics and spices, we're going to grate in 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. Don't be shy with the garlic. It's essential for that classic kebab flavor. I prefer grating it on a microplane because it releases more of its essential oils and distributes more evenly than just mincing. We'll also grate about a 1-inch piece of fresh ginger. Ginger adds a subtle warmth and a zesty kick that pairs beautifully with lamb. Next up, the dry spices. We'll add 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika for a smoky depth, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin for that earthy, warm flavor, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander for a slightly citrusy, floral note, and 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. Finally, a good pinch of red pepper flakes for a little bit of heat adjust. This to your personal preference and, of course, salt and freshly ground black pepper. We'll use about 1½ teaspoons of kosher salt and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Now, it's time to bring it all together. Pour the marinade over the lamb cubes in the bowl. And here's a tip: get your hands in there. Don't be afraid to massage the marinade into every nook and cranny of the meat. This ensures that every single piece is evenly coated and will be packed with flavor. Once everything is thoroughly mixed, cover the bowl with plastic wrap and place it in the refrigerator to marinate. How long should you marinate it? I recommend a minimum of 4 hours, but for the best, most deeply infused flavor, let it sit overnight. The longer it marinates, the more tender and flavorful your lamb will be. Just don't go much beyond 24 hours, as the acidity can start to break down the meat's texture too much. All right, our lamb has been marinating, and it smells absolutely incredible. Now it's time to skewer. If you're using wooden skewers, it is absolutely essential to soak them in water for at least 30 minutes before you use them. This prevents them from burning to a crisp on the grill. If you have metal skewers, even better. They conduct heat and help cook the meat from the inside out. When you're threading the lamb onto the skewers, you want to pack them on snugly, but not so tightly that they're completely squished together. Leaving a tiny bit of space between the cubes allows the heat to circulate and cook the sides of each piece, giving you more of that delicious, caramelized crust. Try to keep the pieces on each skewer relatively uniform in size for that even cooking we talked about. I usually get about 4 to 5 pieces on each skewer. With our kebabs all skewered up, it's time to head to the grill. We're looking for a medium-high heat. If you're using a gas grill, preheat it for about 10 to 15 minutes. For a charcoal grill, you want your coals to be glowing red and covered in a light layer of white ash. Before you put the kebabs on, make sure your grill grates are clean and well oiled. A clean grill is a non-stick grill. Just dip a paper towel in some vegetable oil and use tongs to wipe it over the hot grates. Now, carefully place the kebabs on the grill. You should hear that satisfying sizzle right away. We're going to grill them for about 8 to 12 minutes in total, depending on how you like your lamb cooked. The key to a perfect char is to let them be. Don't move them around too much. Let them sit for 2 to 3 minutes per side to develop that beautiful crust. You'll want to turn them a quarter turn every few minutes to get all 4 sides nicely browned and cooked through. If you have a little bit of the marinade left in the bottom of the bowl, you can use it to baste the kebabs during the first few minutes of grilling, but stop basting after that to ensure everything is cooked safely. For a perfect medium rare, you're looking for an internal temperature of about 135 degrees Fahrenheit. A medium will be closer to 145. An instant treat thermometer is your best friend here for getting it just right. Once the kebabs are cooked to your liking, remove them from the grill and place them on a platter. And here's the final crucial step that so many people skip. Let them rest. Tent them loosely with foil and let them rest for at least 5 to 7 minutes. This allows the juices that have been pushed to the center during cooking to redistribute throughout the meat, ensuring every bite is succulent and juicy. If you cut into them right away, all those delicious juices will run out onto your cutting board. Trust me, patience is a virtue here. And there you have it. Perfectly seasoned, incredibly juicy, and flavor-packed lamb kebabs. Look at that gorgeous char on the outside. The aroma is just unbelievable. I love serving these right off the skewer, maybe with a side of fluffy rice, a fresh Greek salad, and a dollop of cooling tzatziki sauce. Squeezing a little extra fresh lemon juice over the top right before serving really makes all the flavors pop. This recipe is perfect for a summer barbecue, a weeknight dinner, or any time you're craving something seriously delicious. The combination of the rich lamb, the tangy marinade, and the smoky char from the grill is just unbeatable. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you give this seasoned lamb kebab recipe a try. If you do, let me know how it turned out in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more recipes like this one, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a thing. Happy grilling, and I'll see you in the next video.